Hi guys, welcome to a Mind Mob video. This is just going to be a really quick video. It's just me talking about just some of the updates. You may see a video either later on today or tomorrow discussing just some of the changes or some of the updates that we are requiring. The first thing I would like to address is that our website is changing. That's thing number one. And thing number two is I'm working on 3 different podcasts. I've got four, because there's 2 podcasts which are 3 podcasts which are my own. Oh no, hang on, I'm working on 6 podcasts because I'm working on 2 podcasts which are for the company. I've got 2 of my own podcasts. I've got the MJRX podcast which we're working on, and there is another podcast we're working on. So they're the few things that I wanted to say. Another thing is we are working on smart business ideas. Basically, we are doing what I set up when I was in my old job, which was in builders' offices. And I'm going to talk about that in another video, which you will see also. So we are going to create smart workspace, smart working, smart workflow, and that's what we're going to do for our own company. So we can work remotely when we're in the office. We're here to interact. And I'll talk about that in another video. But obviously, you as the customer, which I think is really more important to talk about. You as the customer, yeah, we basically help you design your company. So whatever website you want us to help you with, it's like we're working for you. See that? That depends. It depends how much you pay, and it also depends on what you want to do. If you want to use, for example, if you want us to use your logo, then we work for you. If you want to use our logo, then we work for us. It's simple. And we do have a few freebies now, which we didn't have when we started up. The one freebie is we can do a free logo for you, but we do it in our bank account because it's free. So it works like that because we're getting no money from it. We do it the way we want to do it, and that's something that you just have to respect. You have to just understand that if something's for free, they own it. It's like, for example, I use a free podcasting platform, and they don't own my podcast, but they own the pages or the accounts where they put onto different platforms. So Anchor own the Spotify page or the Google page or wherever they put my podcast, but they don't own my actual podcast. Now, so for example, if we have a free domain and let's say, for example, you create a website, blah blah, and you put it on our domain, free domain that we have. We might be able to say, right, we claim that domain, we own it because it's for free. That's just one example that I give. Also, we don't have any domains set up yet. We're working with a data center up in Blackpool, and we're putting that in our newsletters. We've got a data center in Blackpool. The person who owns it, we're friends with them, and they also own, well, they don't own a call center, but they had a call center and we sold that. They've got this data center which they own, and we might be talking with them on a video. It might be that we talk with them on a video. If we don't talk with them on a video, we'll just talk about them on a video. But that may be the case that we put them on a video and talk with them. But we don't just have one data center. There's a couple of data centers that we're working with, and that's where things are being hosted and stuff. So this is just an update, really. Also, I wanted to talk about my Mind of a Burger episode, the 4th episode that's going on the channel pretty soon, and obviously the 4th episode is a discussion with Frida. The 5th episode is also being worked on and put out. I may just have them staying on YouTube. I don't think they're going to stay on Buzzsprout, because those episodes, they just go, and a lot of the audience have gone from Buzzsprout to YouTube anyway. And if you've got YouTube Music, I think you can listen to the podcasts there, or whatever, you have my permission to MP3 it. It's not something that I big, but if you really want to, you have my full permission to MP3 those episodes. And, or if you've got a CD recorder, put them onto a CD. We do CDs of them. Excuse me. We do CDs of them. We send them out. That will still be the case, but you have to get them from. I think the Hesketh Centre are doing copies of them for us. So if you do want more copies of our information, please make sure that because the CDs, again, it's another free thing that we put out, and I'm doing the Mind of a Burger underneath Mind Mobs branding because it's something that we do, but we're doing the NGRX podcast, and we have to do that, and it was something that we were thinking about last month, because we thought, well, we've already got enough podcasts, how do we do this one? And we thought, let's just do it as a talk. People like talk shows and stuff. And there's going to be, I think, towards the NGRX event, I think there's going to be a couple of Spreaker shows, I think. But I'm not exactly entirely sure. There is a YouTube live thing that we're doing, and it is basically what we're doing there is we're doing a YouTube live talk on the Friday morning. So we just sit here and talk. I think it's on Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, that we're doing the talk. And so it's just going to be us sit here talking at the camera, doing exactly what we're doing now, but we have interaction. So we'll be talking with you guys and stuff like that. We'll be treating it like a conference, so it will start at a certain time, it will start at a certain time, and that means that we'll be talking about things on YouTube. We won't be streaming it to anywhere like we did with the last one. We'll just be streaming it on YouTube, and you can watch it wherever. I think there's a couple of places that are going to show it on stream. We've done these events before where we've streamed stuff and it just hasn't worked out for us. There is a Facebook live stream which Tom is doing on the Thursday morning, so watch out for that. There's a Facebook live stream, and then there's going to be a YouTube live stream on the Saturday of that weekend. It's the very last weekend in August, and we're going to be looking forward to doing that. So we need to up our game if we're doing these things. But we've said that we would run this small endurance event. Now, we've also got one of our friends to host an event up in Blackpool, the data centre that we talked about. They are going to be at this MGRX event, but they're not.
Oh yeah, they're going to be doing a family.
Yeah, we've decided on one of the days, we're not sure which one yet, we're setting up a phone group, which reminds me. But we're going to be setting up a phone group, and basically it doesn't matter if you've got a mobile phone, if you've got Skype, you'll be able to join in with this phone group, and basically we'll just sit here and talk on the phone. It's as simple as that, really. And I think one of our friends is doing integrated into a live podcast. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but yeah. I think we're going to be interviewing stuff like that on the phone, so there's going to be a few podcast interviews in the phone group, and there'll be a chance for you to dip in or dip out. You can ring off or ring back and ring back into the phone group. The phone group will be from it will be an hour phone group, but yeah, we'll let you know when that's hosted. Now, when you phone this phone group, I want to talk about the phone group, and I'm going to mention it again on next few videos that we do. But I want to mention it. When you ring in to the phone group, you'll be given a log number. So basically, if you ring off, if you say, right, I'm going to go now, but I'll come back in 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you can come back in 20 minutes, but you have to log back in with the log number. And we're gonna run like a couple of phone groups through that weekend. We might do a Q&A phone group for people who want to do Q&A. We'll do all that kind of good stuff. And that same log number. So if there is another phone group being held on the, I think it'll be on the last day or penultimate last day, they will tell you if there's 2 more phone groups. And we are the first to do this. They did it at one of the MGRX events and it didn't really work very well. So we're going to make it work because we're doing it for an hour. You can dip in and dip out. And we have different rooms as well. So if we just want to talk to 2 or 3 people about something, or if we want to take people out, run a workshop through the phone group, we can. And it's the first thing that we've done with this. We're not running workshops personally, we're running the conference line. So we're putting people through, putting people in, putting people out. We're taking calls. It's going to be the line is going to be, we're going to put out business lines. So, that's it really. I'm sorry if this video has been more of a back-end video and it's not really talking much on the front end. The next video we're going to talk about our website, so communities, and just wanted to have my thoughts and feelings. But with this video, I thought I might as well just give you a very, very quick update, and I shall see you guys in the next vid.